Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Isolation Libations. This is episode number 18, and it's time for our midweek mocktail. So this is the mocktail to pair along with Brian Chartrand's music on his Happy Half Hour Live on Facebook.com/Brian Chartrand Music, all one word there. It used to be Brian Chartrand. Now we're going to his Brian Chartrand Music page, so make sure you note the difference. So like I said, middle of the week, midweek mocktail. Every Wednesday, I like to take a little break from the alcohol and do a non-alcoholic or mocktail drink for our friends who don't imbibe, and for those of us who do, just giving our livers a little break, which is, not a bad thing. So this one is called the Teetotaler's TNT. That's sort of a tongue twister. And let's talk about teetotalers. If you've heard that word before, it kind of became popularized in the mid-1800s up through Prohibition. And what a teetotaler was someone who didn't consume alcohol. So they totally abstained. And so teetotaler comes from someone basically providing emphasis for total, like T as in total abstinence. So teetotaler kind of got pushed together. That's where that word comes from. And then TNT, if you haven't figured it out, it's not dynamite, it's tea and tonic. So this is a Teetotaler's tea and tonic. And basically it's my little attempt at a non-alcoholic gin and tonic. So this does have a couple, I guess, sort of homemade ingredients. They're really simple. I put up the post with the picture and the recipe and instructions on how to make this lemon juniper simple syrup. And then this here is just a double strength, strongly steeped Earl Grey tea. If you have any questions on how to make the syrup especially, please send me a message. It's real simple syrup. It's kind of obvious there. And then Earl Grey tea. So Earl Grey tea is a black tea that's flavored with a little bit of bergamot oil, which is a type of citrus, has kind of a thick rind, about the size of an orange. It's green skin, but the oil is really flavorful and bright, nice citrus. So I thought that would pair nicely with some junipers, and then again, just take some of the lemon peel, put it in the sugar. Hopefully, that'll all play nicely together. And then for the tonic water, we're using the Fever Tree, their Mediterranean tonic water. I would say tonic water, unless you're using something like this, or Q-tonic, or Fentimans, if you're not using something that looks kind of fancy, you shouldn't be drinking it. And I am usually all for, drinking on all scales of the cheap stuff, the expensive stuff, time and a place. Bad tonic water, I have no love for. It's high fructose corn syrup. It's usually artificial flavors. It's funky. It's not worth drinking. It's just like a crappy soda, basically. So it's gonna be all like cane sugar, all natural flavorings. The bubbles are nicer. It's just, it's sort of one of their marketing things. And it is a marketing phrase, but if 3/4 of your drink is going to be the mixer, why would you put bad stuff on top of your nice spirit or something? But it's true. So the majority of your drink is going to be this. This better be good. And these are great. This size is nice. It's like a perfect 1 to 2 serving size. So you're not left wasting it and letting it lose its bubbles and everything. So, all right, the Fever Tree ad is over. You're welcome. So this is a real easy one. We're just going to build it in the glass, basically. Not basically, we are. So we'll start with the lemon juniper simple syrup. Now this time I'm pretty sure I said 1.5 ounces on the recipe. I am gonna go 1 ounce because this glass is a little bit smaller than what I would probably envision making it in a slightly larger goblet. So just 1 ounce of the syrup. And you can always make it sweeter. You kind of can't unsweeten it. So if it needs a little bit more sugar, you can add a little bit more sugar and that will work. Now, this again, just very strongly brewed, kind of concentrated Earl Grey tea. Real simple, and it is chilled though. And 4 ounces of this. I have a new table and it feels weird because it's a little bit lower, so I'm kind of stooped over. We'll see how it works. Might have to go back to the other one. Okay, so you've got your tea and your syrup. Now we're just gonna give it a little bit of a stir. Gonna let those ice cubes settle in a little bit, chill it a bit, and also mix up the syrup and the tea. And after that, you're gonna, I didn't put this on the recipe, but I think this would benefit from a little squeeze of lemon. Now you could just make a lemon wedge and put it on the rim there, and someone could squeeze it in if they want it. I'm just gonna go ahead and squeeze it in. And then you can cut your garnish. We're gonna do lemon wheels for this. Lemon wheels look nice, but they're not real easy to squeeze to get the juice out of. So it's almost like they're just more for aesthetics, which, you know, that's okay. It's okay to make things look pretty. And then the handy Swiss Army knife. Just top it off with tonic. And again, you're gonna give just a light little lifting stir just to kind of get it incorporated. If you stir it too much, you'll start losing bubbles. You definitely don't want that. Take your lemon wheels, don't squirt it in your eye. Find a good spot that those fit. And then I'm standing underneath the tree, one of the trees where I harvested the junipers, which is really cool. Cut off a very obnoxiously large sprig. You can kind of put that in there. So there is your Teetotaler's TNT. Now, doesn't that look pretty with a big garnish and I'm drooling everywhere, dripping everywhere? But that's totally impractical to drink. It's great for a picture, but I'm taking it out so I can drink it. That's good. Need some gin. Until next week. I mean, tomorrow.